Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I've got a box to open. This just arrived, and I'm too impatient to wait to unbox it tonight, so we're going to bust into it right now. This is just a knife I kind of picked up on a whim. I saw a buddy post it on Facebook with a couple other knives that he was listing for sale kind of all at once, and it's the Wii version of the ShamWEri, the ShamWEri, if you will. And I've yet to check one of these out. I don't think I've even handled one. And way back when this knife was kind of launched, the Wii version, this production version of the ShamWEri, I was one of the people who wanted to get one. And if you were around at that time, you probably remember it was crazy when that knife dropped. It had some issues with the drop, and then they kind of went in a bit of a frustrating way, and I didn't get one. I thought the plan all along was for them to make it kind of a regular production thing and make more of them, but I've yet to see any more come out. Maybe that's still coming. I don't know, but that has to have been 2 years ago at least, something like that. So anyway, I finally got one to check out. They're going on secondary for reasonable amounts at this point, and they're not that hard to get, and the timing was right, so I just jumped on it, and we've got one here. So pretty simple in here. It's just in this little pouch. Come on. There we go. Nothing special, honestly, about this pouch. I've seen nicer, but it's whatever. And that's kind of it for packaging, it appears. So, little taco pouch. And inside of that, we have a sunglasses case with the Gareth Bull logo. I've never even had a actual Gareth Bull knife either, so this will be my first experience with a Gareth Bull design in hand. So it's a black PVD frame. We've got blue anodized pivot collar on that side, no collar on this side. The big collar on the lock side also serves as the over travel stop, which is kind of cool. Titanium pocket clip. Looks like it's pretty well deep carry for a milled titanium pocket clip. It's not going to leave much sticking out of pocket. Kind of goes to about there from what I can see, so that's nice. This knife is of course a front flipper only. I'm not generally crazy about front flipper only knives. They don't tend to stick around for me, but we'll see. I've heard great things about this one, so that's simple enough. I was almost expecting the detent to be harder. Some people had told me the detents were really stiff on these. Nice and easy. Got the Gareth Bull logo there again. And yeah, just a super simple front flipper knife. People, around the time that I was getting kind of deeper into the Instagram side of the hobby, people were going nuts over the actual ShamWEri. And that seems to have died down a little bit from what I can perceive. Doesn't seem like people are going as crazy these days for ShamWEris. I don't know if he's even making as many. I just see them less than I did at some point. But it's a simple design, very kind of Sebenza-esque, but it's a front flipper on bearings, simple frame lock, hollow ground blade. That's probably what's most Sebenza-esque, is this blade profile. I want to say I heard at some point that Gareth Bull apprenticed under Chris Reeve at some point or something like that. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But it's got a crown spine. It's very, very much kind of like a front flipper small Sebenza, which is more my speed, right? And it's in 20 CV. So if it's a more fidgety version of a knife that I think otherwise could be pretty cool. That's simplifying a lot of my thoughts about Chris Reeve knives, but let's see if it kind of top flips. Yeah, that works. So you can do the reach around. You can use your thumb, obviously. It's a good front flipper. The action is nice. The detent is not very stiff. I don't think it's problematic. I guess it is shaken out. But yeah, maybe this one's been adjusted or something, because most of my friends who've had them have said they're pretty stiff detents. Feels nice. Wii seems to have done a good job on the build. The coating on the handles looks nice. The blade finish is nice. Just super simple. I don't know. I'm not sure whether this knife will end up being a keeper for any significant amount of time for me. I'm not sure that it'll really excite me. I just really wanted to check one out. And I've wanted to for a long time, but there was a little bit where it was like out of spite for missing the drop. I didn't really want one anymore, or I told myself I didn't, because it was kind of frustrating the way that all went down. I get salty about missing drops too. Not saying that. Anyways, read into that what you will. But yeah, there was a while where I was just like, nah, especially because they were going for kind of ridiculous amounts on the secondary at first, for a production knife that they said there would be more of. I am curious about that. If anyone knows, are there going to be more of these? Let me know in the comments, because I thought that was the idea behind doing a production version of them. I know there have been quite a few clones at this point as well that have come out of China. I think that started happening right before these even hit the market, the official Wii ones. So I don't know. Just there's a lot of kind of murky, for me at least, history behind this knife and the custom variant of it. But seems to be well loved, regardless of that. So it's drawn me in. Here we are. Yeah, I don't know. Really nice, simple construction. Simple stop pin back here. Simple barrel spacer, anodized blue to match this pivot collar / over travel stop. Simple frame lock with an insert. No milling inside, but it's relatively small and slim. I imagine it's going to carry like an absolute dream because it is small and slim and contoured and smooth. The action is nice as front flippers go. It feels quite good. Yeah, I mean, seems decent enough on first inspection, if you will. So I'm going to start carrying it, start using it a bit. Ultimately, there will be a full review. I'll probably not do a first impressions on it, just timing wise at the moment. It's getting difficult to get a lot of videos filmed these days, but yeah, I'll be doing a full review on it. It's interesting. I'm glad I finally got one. It's not disappointing in hand, that's for sure. It feels nice. It's well made. The action is fun. Super drop shutty. Very crisp. The ergos are nice. It fits my hand well. It's a good kind of like just big enough knife. I'm getting all 4 fingers on there. Blade doesn't feel tiny, but it's certainly not a big knife either. It's on the smaller end. I can definitely carry this as a secondary, and I'm sure I will. The crown spine is nice. The jimping isn't bothersome. It's good. I'm impressed right out of the box for sure. So I guess that'll be that for the unboxing. We'll leave it there. And again, ultimately there will be a full review. So in the meantime, thanks for checking it out. I'm glad that it's here and I can start carrying it today and feeling it out a little bit. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.